stop hitting me and getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King, okay? I know my son.
Chaos has erupted in the Harris household after private photos allegedly tied to T.E.'s son, King Harris, hit the internet, plunging the family into a full-scale crisis. Multiple sources close to the situation claim the shocking leak pushed T.I. to take an extreme step, cutting off all public TIs to King. The leaked images, described by fans as both intimate and highly controversial, set off an immediate firestorm across social media.
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend.
What followed was a relentless wave of backlash, not just aimed at King, but also slamming T.E.'s parenting and the family's public image. Insiders say T, already worn down by King's erratic antics and repeated outbursts, finally snapped. Embarrassed, heartbroken, and exhausted, he's reportedly done trying to mend things. One source put it bluntly, this wasn't King's first mistake, but it's definitely his last chance. While T and Tiny have stayed silent in public, family tensions have been bubbling for months. From fiery arguments caught on camera to King's chaotic live streams, the red flags were already there. Now with this latest scandal shaking the very core of the Harris brand, fans are asking, can this family recover, or is the damage permanent?
Everybody know my son King, he's a passionate young man.
And, very passionate.
Yeah, and he has some tumultuous times.
Once hailed as a tight-knit legacy family, the Harris dynasty seems to be unraveling before everyone's eyes. Their saga just took another dramatic turn. T, famously crowned the King of the South, is back in headlines not for music or business, but for the growing storm surrounding his son, King Harris. Social media is on fire after a string of leaked photos surfaced, with many speculating T is now distancing himself from King. Online chatter is at a fever pitch, questioning if these leaks were the breaking point or if there's a deeper story yet to be told. To add fuel to the fire, King recently welcomed a baby with Big Nana, his older partner. But instead of joy, the news drew waves of criticism. As fresh rumors swirl, whispers of a leaked tape showing King in a compromising position are spreading fast, hinting at a hidden lifestyle that's only now coming to light.
So, like, let the world know about you for people that don't know who you are.
What I like to tell people is, if I'm the ugliest in this world, what that make you?
Some now believe the pregnancy may have been a calculated distraction, only adding to the intense scrutiny. This saga is anything but simple, and every day seems to peel back another layer of drama. The age gap between King Harris and Big Nana has long raised eyebrows, but the latest allegations have people reassessing everything, especially T, his reaction when King's fatherhood first made headlines. His guarded expression back then didn't go unnoticed. Observers now suspect T may have known far more than he let on. But what started as whispers about leaked photos and a secret lifestyle has escalated into a full-blown family scandal, and the twists just keep coming.
But should have King did a DNA test from the jump? As soon as that baby dropped, they should have got a DNA test. Or you can still do a DNA test while
paternity doubts are now swirling. Social media went into overdrive after a viral TikTok claimed a DNA test revealed King might not be the baby's biological father. Reports suggest T isn't just grappling with King's personal choices, but also the bombshell fallout from those test results. That's when Tiny Harris stepped up, posting a family photo with the newborn and shutting down the speculation, dismissing it as nothing but clickbait. She even hinted at holding people accountable for spreading false narratives. Adding spice to the drama, King's sister Zani Pullins fired off a sarcastic tweet saying, "What street this word come off of chili?" Yet, despite this united front, many online remain unconvinced. With the paternity chatter, leaked images, and whispers about King's private life all surfacing at once, fans can't help but ask, could all this really be just a coincidence?
What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you let somebody play with me like that?
Some observers now believe T and Tiny's public defense might be less about setting the record straight and more about controlling the narrative. Speculation is growing that the family may have known these allegations were brewing and tried to get ahead of the scandal before it exploded. The leaked photos, DNA rumors, and King's relationship with Big Nana have all become hot topics under a relentless spotlight. Critics argue that King becoming a father and dating an older woman might have been a convenient distraction from far more damaging issues. But once rumors catch fire online, they rarely stop there. And if the family really had advance warning about potential leaks or explosive content.
So Tiny and T.I.'s son King was not the father of that girl child. They did all that, had that big baby shower, all that maternity shoot. He ain't even the pappy.
Were they genuinely trying to shield King or just stalling for time, hoping the storm would die down? This theory gained even more traction after old comments from Kodak Black resurfaced. Back in 2019, during his feud with T, Kodak hurled homophobic slurs at T.E.'s sons during a heated Instagram live. At the time, many brushed it off as typical trolling. But now, some fans believe Kodak may have been hinting at deeper secrets waiting to be exposed. Kodak's line, "You should have made one of your little effer sons write a rap," was seen as reckless back then. Today, it feels almost deliberate. He didn't just diss T.E.'s music or his wife, he went straight for the sons. And with King Harris now in the center of controversy, those words carry an unsettling weight. That's when things really escalated. Kodak fired back with even more personal shots, including harsh jabs aimed directly at T.E.'s children. Looking back now, those 2019 outbursts seem less like random trolling and more like calculated digs whispers that only insiders might have known. And here's where it gets chilling. When T clapped back, his diss track avoided Kodak's attacks on his sons altogether. That silence now feels strangely strategic, leading some to wonder, was T deliberately steering attention away from a brewing storm? When you connect these dots, Kodak's words take on a whole new level of meaning. And the bigger question lingers.
And another thing, I'm a free man. Stop, goddamn, I'm not locked up. I'm straight. I was, but I'm back. I'm straight.
I know you know.
Was it all hiding in plain sight? Could Kodak Black Chaotic as ever have been dropping hints the Harris family desperately wanted buried? And if so, why weren't his words taken seriously back then? Was the public too caught up in Kodak's feud with T to recognize a bigger story unfolding? One thing's certain, the timeline from Kodak's explosive remarks in 2019 to the leaked footage in 2004 reveals a family tangled in secrets, internal turmoil, and mounting public scrutiny. The Harris family now appears locked in full-blown damage control. But on the internet, the past never stays buried, it roars back louder than ever. And that raises a chilling question. How did so many warning signs go unnoticed for so long? On the surface, King Harris seemed to grow up living the dream, surrounded by wealth, fame, and a tight-knit family. But behind the scenes, the reality was far different. In a recent revelation, King admitted details that shattered the glossy image fans saw on T and Tiny, the family hustle. He confessed that he didn't actually live in the luxurious family mansion full-time. Instead, he spent much of his childhood being raised by his grandmother. The family only gathered at the house for filming, crafting the illusion of a close, traditional household. As King put it bluntly, "They picked me up from my grandma's for filming, and as soon as cameras stopped, I went right back." That revelation flips the narrative completely. It suggests that beneath the facade of unwavering parental support, King lacked consistent guidance from either parent. Without a strong father figure regularly in the picture, he was left to navigate the pressures of fame and legacy with little direction. His grandmother, while undoubtedly caring, may not have been equipped to help him handle the intense public spotlight that came with being part of hip-hop royalty. This gap in parental presence could explain the headlines King's made in recent years, moments that seem to reflect a young man searching for identity and stability. From his viral one-chip challenge stunt involving a homeless man to widespread backlash over his extreme dental makeover, King has repeatedly drawn public criticism, but the controversies didn't stop there. King even challenged the late rapper Julio Fulio to a boxing match. Some dismissed it as a publicity grab, but others saw it as yet another sign of reckless behavior and inability to recognize the dangerous reality of industry feuds. Then there was the viral mini-mart altercation, where King was caught on video arguing with an employee. The clip quickly spread online, with critics slamming him for seeming entitled and disrespectful. It became part of an ever-growing pattern of explosive public behavior, proving even minor incidents could spiral out of control when King was involved. And who could forget the infamous NFL headlock incident? King Harris, locked in a heated argument with fans at a football game, declared he was standing on business, but as tempers flared, T himself had to step in physically, restraining his son in a headlock to calm things down. That moment, frozen in viral footage, became symbolic, a father struggling to rein in his son as their private conflict played out in front of millions. It exposed a painful truth: the tension between being a parent and protecting a public image was becoming impossible to hide. But even then, the chaos didn't end. King was soon arrested after police discovered grass in his car. The arrest added yet another layer of controversy, coming on the heels of music videos where he was seen flashing firearms. Many fans called the videos reckless, especially given King's already fragile reputation in the public eye. Even Boozy chimed in, urging King to step back and rethink his choices before his life spiraled out of control. Meanwhile, T appeared, visibly torn, trying to balance being a loving father with acknowledging that his son's behavior had crossed too many lines. From petty feuds to run-ins with the law, King Harris's path has grown increasingly chaotic. These controversies paint the picture of a young man grappling with identity while veering dangerously off course. With every misstep, it becomes clearer that King may be buckling under the crushing weight of family legacy and relentless public scrutiny. Are these outbursts cries for help or the result of years without solid discipline or guidance? Either way, King's actions continue to spark alarm. His online clapback, "If I'm the ugliest person in the world, what that make you?" reveals a defensive, almost combative mindset. It's a tone many believe has been shaped by years of harsh judgment and a lack of consistent parental presence. The fact that King spent much of his childhood living with his grandmother instead of under the same roof as T and Tiny has only fueled speculation. Could that physical and emotional distance be the root of the fractured father-son relationship? Or is it simply another thread in an already tangled family dynamic? Embarrassment has now blended with frustration. With King's never-ending controversies, leaked photos, paternity doubts, and whispers about his private life, it's no wonder T might feel the need to step back. Whether it's about protecting the Harris brand or his own emotional well-being, the gap between father and son seems to grow wider every day. And here's the real question: did T and Tiny mishandle King's upbringing? Or is this a classic case of a young man cracking under the weight of expectation? Could those paternity rumors hold the answer, or is King's own reckless behavior driving the wedge deeper? What's your take on all this? Drop your thoughts in the comments, let's talk about it. And if you found this deep dive eye-opening, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more celebrity breakdowns just like this. Tap the bell so you never miss an update. And before you leave, check out the next video on your screen. It takes you even deeper into the chaos.